Hey, 6th grade. Today I'm going to do a quick video about the April 12th homework about missing angles. Right? So I can see in this box, it tells us that we're supposed to find 3 angles. We're going to find angle E. See how it has that M in front? That means the measure. That means how big is it, right? So the measure of angle E, we're going to find the measure of angle F, and we're going to find the measure of angle G. So we should be able to find those letters over here on the side. So I'm going to color code those. Here is angle E. All right. Here is angle F. And here is angle G. I also see that there's one more angle here. I'm going to color it yellow. And that one doesn't have a letter because it actually has a number in there. It tells us exactly how big it is. It's 65 degrees, right? I remember from our notes that anytime I find a straight line, so I'm looking down here, anytime I find a straight line, it makes an angle of 180 degrees. So I see a straight line. I'm going to trace it in green. There's a straight line here, right? And if I connect those lines, I can kind of see a half circle here with the red and the yellow. So I'm going to get rid of these other two, so they're kind of out of the way. So what this means is the red plus the yellow makes 180. So I know that the yellow is 65. I'm not going to use that color. It's too hard for my old person eyes. I know the yellow is 65 plus the red, which I don't know, I'm going to call it E, equals 180 degrees. If I don't know what to add to 65 to make 180, I'm going to flip it around to a subtraction problem. So I'm going to start with 180, and I'm going to subtract the 65 that I know. And when I do that in a calculator, I get 115 degrees. That means that E, which I think was red, yep, E, letter E, is really the number 115 degrees. So where it says measure of angle E, I'm copying, I'm going to actually copy and paste it right here. That's how I figured out measure of angle E is 115 degrees, right? So now I'm going to get rid of my work down below, and I'm going to do the same thing for a different letter. I'm going to go up by letter E and put 115 right there, 115 degrees. Great. I'm going to find another straight line, right? This time I'm going to find this one here. And when I connect them going this way, I can see that there are 2 letters inside. There's E, that one we had red, and there's also F, and that one I made be blue. These 2 together are on the same side of a straight line, and when I connected those ends, it made half a circle, which is 180 degrees. So what that means is E, which we already know is 115 degrees, plus letter F is going to equal 180 degrees. If I know what to add to 115 to make 180, great, I can do that. But if I don't know, I'm going to switch it around to subtraction and say the total 180, subtract the one we know, 115 degrees. And when I put that in a calculator, I'll get 65 degrees, which means that angle F is 65 degrees. I'm going to put that in here, 65 degrees. Right? So if I add these 2 numbers, I should get 180, and I do when I put it in my calculator. So then I'm going to take this work. Right, whoops, move it over a little bit, take this work and put it up here. All right, so the last one is angle G. Color that one orange, not orange, I don't know why I said that, pink, color that one pink, right? Then I'm going to get rid of my lines here, and I'm going to trace a straight line, which includes letter G. So you know what, I'm going to trace this one here, right? And then I'm going to connect the lines, and I can see that when I connect them, it makes a half circle, which is 180 degrees, right? So that means blue plus pink makes 180 degrees. I know what blue is. We figured it out. It was 65. 65 degrees plus pink, which I don't know, so I'm going to use G. equals 180 degrees. And if I don't know what to add to 65 to make 180, I'm going to turn it around to subtraction. 180 minus 65, and when I put that in my calculator, I get 115 degrees. That number looks familiar, right? So 115 degrees is G. So I'm going to take that work, copy it, and put it up here in my box. Hey, take a look at this. I'm going to it said G was 115 degrees. I'm going to put 115 in here. Right. Then I'm going to cover up these letters here. There's G, it's gone. Cover up F. Cover up E. In class, we talked about vertical angles. When you see an X, so I'm going to cover up the black line and make it be orange. So now I can see that there's a green line and an orange line, and together they make an X. The opposite sides of the X are the same. So here's the top of the X, it's 115. Here's the bottom of the X, it's 115. Look at the left side of the X, it's 65. On the right side of the X, it's 65. So these are called vertical angles. When you have an X, the opposite sides are the same in measure, in size. Okay, so to get you a little bit of help with number 1, here's a straight line. And when I connect the sides, all right, I can see inside is 73 degrees. So that means 73 plus something over here, question mark, gets you to 180. And then for problem number 3, a big piece of help for this one is this symbol here. It's a little square. Remember when you have a square in a corner? That's like having the number 90 degrees, right? There's lots of straight lines in this picture. Do your best on problem number 3, right? Don't forget to turn in your homework when you're done. Good luck. We'll go over it in class tomorrow.